Who's there? Show yourself. I said, show yourself. Oh, what do we have here? A human warrior covered in blood stinking up my beloved forest. Give me one reason why I shouldn't wipe your existence off the face of the earth. Freeze! Remove your hand and... What is that? A flower. You want to romance me? I'll have you know that to do so you'll have to take a number and get to the back of the line. A flower from the frozen lake? Lies. No human could survive the journey there. Even we elves with all our power find it difficult and unpleasant. A flower from the frozen lake for your life? Your life is worth far less than this flower, but if it is what you wish to bargain with, then I accept. I will take you to my home. Why are humans so heavy? I said you were heavy. I never said I couldn't carry you. I'm not weak like a human. When one is from a superior race, pride is but a given. Keep that up, and I'll take your flower and leave you here to be found by someone else. No, it's not much further. It is not my house, just a place for the patrol guards to rest for a while between shifts. No one should bother us here, and it's protected by wards. Sit. I will get you the healing kit. Now remove your armor. How else am I supposed to see what wounds you're dealing with? I can still kill you. I don't have to go through all of this trouble. You've certainly been careless with yourself. Only a human could be this wounded and still manage to have an irritating smirk on their face. How soon can you leave? Are you stupid as well as human? You have a gaping chest wound, a broken arm, and bruises so large you look as if an elephant sat on you. Stay here, or I will put you out of your misery. How did you get so hurt anyway? Ah, right. I heard the humans were having a war. I just didn't care enough to think about it any further. We elves prefer to remain neutral. It matters not to us who wins your petty skirmishes. You and your grandchildren will die long before my hair turns white. No children? I take it to mean that you also lack a partner. Odd. So humans really are as stupidly blind as I thought. It means stay still so that I can keep some of your blood inside your body. There. If you survive through the night, then you should be fine. Humans are known for their durable bodies. I did say that the flower was worth more than your life, so I will do you the honor of tasting my cooking. Without food, your healing will be slower, and I would like to sleep in my bed at some point. It is not my home, but I am on duty, so for the time being, that is my bed. I'll pass on the offer. I would hate it if I woke up covered in your blood. Get some rest. I'll fix something for you to eat. Hey, wake up, human. If the food gets cold, then it's your fault. Feed you? Me? Feed a human? You're even dumber than I thought. Please tell me that smirk doesn't mean that. Of course. Of course the idiot human would break their dominant arm. Fine. Sit up. Yeah, I figured you'd need help for that too. This flower better be worth it. Open your mouth or I'll force it down your throat. I swear, if you don't wipe that smoke off your face, I will kill you. Kink, let's add vulgar to all the things I've heard about humans that have turned out to be true. Don't you have a war going on? Aren't you worried about your fellow soldiers? Focus all your energy on getting back to them as soon as possible. I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. Though we elves see beauty in the cycle of life, we take no pleasure in seeing that cycle move faster than necessary. Humans don't seem to have that same view. I understand that logic. I would also prefer to engage the enemy before they made it back to my home. That is why I volunteered to patrol so far away from home. Elves do not procreate as often as humans. Our bodies are simply not made for it. But yes, I do miss my family, but it is better for me to be out here alone. No, I'm not lonely. Elves do not crave companionship as strongly as humans. We are self-reliant and... You claim that they are your friends, and yet you are willing to go to war and watch them die. I would never let the people I love be killed in front of me, even if I had to take on the entire army myself. Well, look at how great your teamwork went. You ended up floating down a river half dead into elf territory. Need I remind you that if any other elf had seen you, they would have killed you on sight. And what would your people have done if the roles had been reversed? If I had been the one who was wounded in enemy territory, what would have happened to me? Yes, we both know that death would have been a mercy, one that they would not have given me. I don't know how things ended up like this. I heard that generations ago, humans and elves and dwarfs all worked together. I will admit that we each have certain traits that make us more suited to certain roles. My grandmother even told me that the gods created us all on the same day, from the same material. A shield, a chair, and a house are all made from wood. That does not mean we would be happy if we only had one. I, for one, do not like sitting on the floor. But if humans cannot get along with each other, how can we expect our races to be any different? I suppose in that way elves are a little different to humans. Humans are more direct, like you are being right now with your bedroom eyes. You are injured. If you try to jump me, I will tie you to this bed. How dare you accuse a noble elf such as myself of being kinky? Back to our discussion. Humans are also more likely to fight in wars if they hate each other, while elves are more passive in their approach. Ostracization is a far more common method of dealing with the undesirables. Instead of just attacking the body, it attacks the mind as well, while we are more self-reliant. Complete and total separation from our brethren leads to madness and even death. Well, humans choose to end things themselves, while for elves we just go to sleep one day and never wake back up. Like I said, humans are more direct, while elves are more passive. Though I suppose that if a human was flirting with the idea of stepping into the void, going to war may be the better option. At least then you would be considered a hero. Are you fighting for the sake of your people, or do you have other reasons? It is mere curiosity. You are the first human I've ever met. Who would expect a child to give up their life for the sake of strangers? Just because your parents were warriors, you had to be one as well? Yes, but there is a difference. If it was your choice to protect your people, then I would call you a noble fool. If it was demanded of you, then I would pity you. Whether you want my pity or not, you already have it. I may not like humans, but that doesn't mean I want to see the earth stained with their blood. Just because I don't like you, doesn't mean that I think your life is useless and should be thrown away for the sake of someone else. Do you even know why the other army is attacking, or... Of course. Politics. I should have seen that coming. Human, I don't think the problem lies with others. Even us elves know what kind of destruction a selfish leader can create. Just north of here there's the ruins of a city. My grandmother met my grandfather there centuries ago. They told me it was beautiful and they showed me paintings. When I finally went there I couldn't recognize it. A utopia destroyed by greed. I am not so foolish as to believe that won't happen again. I understand, but I still think that your leader bears most of the blame. We are enemies, and yet here I am feeding you while we have a perfectly civilized conversation. Neither one of us has pulled any weapon, and we have not exchanged insults. It is possible, but it requires both parties to be open to communication. Well, you've finished eating. I will leave you to rest for a while longer. The faster you heal, the faster I can kick you out. And the faster you can return to your friends. And I swear, human, if you take one step out of this house before I come back, I will tie you to that bed. Stop calling me kinky!